Hi everybody, welcome to a demo video of the Flick guitar effects pedal that I've been writing some code for. I'm using the Hothouse and it is using a Daisy Seed inside of it as the DSP engine. And what I wanted to do is walk through some of the things that I have built into this. Originally, I wanted to, I've got a pedal board. I'll show it in a screenshot. It's by West Coast Pedal Board. It's a flat pedal board and it's intentionally just small. And so I can't fit very many pedals on there. I've always wanted to try the Strymon Flint, and it's an amazing tool. It's an amazing pedal, but it takes up a little bit too much room because I want to fit a tuner that I'm working on. Watch for a future announcement on that. And then I've got a compressor, a distortion pedal, and I used to have an Elysium Aeon Effects delay pedal, and then I had the Strymon Flint. But instead what I want to use now is a pedal called the Hothouse, which I'm trying to replace the delay pedal, the Tremolo, and the Reverb from the Strymon Flint. And I know I'm not going to be able to get all of those as amazing as what the Strymon Flint does, but it'll get me most of the way there, and I think I can do it. But anyhow, let me give you a demo of this sound. This is the dry signal, and this is plugged into a tube amp that I built. It's a deluxe reverb clone. It's called the Reverb 47 amp. It's a 22 watt tube amplifier, and I've got that plugged in through a Torpedo Captor X going straight into Logic Pro through the Apollo Twin. So this is the dry signal. On the left I've got the reverb. Let me just give a quick demo of that. Now, this is just controlling the wet signal of the reverb. So if I turn it all the way up, I turn it down a bit. Okay, if this left switch over here now turns this to a dry wet knob. So if I turn it up, we'll get less dry and more wet of the reverb. Turn it all the way up, it should be 100% wet. If I turn this, let's turn this back to about there. If I turn this up, now it's, this knob is, the dry went to 0 and this is just wet. I would never use it like that, but that's a feature in there, I guess. Okay, so that is the reverb. Now I did something a little bit tricky. This pedal this foot switch right here controls both the delay and the tremolo. So if I click it once, it's going to be the delay. And the delay knobs are here. This is how long the delay is. This is how much feedback there is. And then this is how much delay signal there is. So if I turn this back, back to there. This switch over here is controlling how much makeup gain for both the tremolo and the delay. Let's turn off the reverb for right now. So let's see what else. You can really make it go crazy here. Probably wouldn't want to use it like that, but if you turn it all the way to the left, this feedback, you'll only get one repeat. Nice and long there. So let's see. There we go. So that's the delay. Now I can turn it off. Now if I double tap this or double press it, it will toggle the tremolo. Whoops. And it's hard to do from this angle. Okay, so this is the speed knob for the tremolo, and this is the intensity or the depth. I can move this to the middle. It's supposed to be a triangle wave. The bottom one is a nice smooth sine wave. This is a triangle wave. And the top one is a square wave. Now, just as a test, let's turn this off. So double press again, and you'll notice, by the way, you'll see delay go on for a split second as I double press this. So that it just happens to, you have to do it that way. And you can have delay and tremolo on at the same time. You notice that this is flashing brighter when it's in that mode. Let's see if I can recenter this a little bit. There we go. Anyway, when the delay is not on, this is a little bit more dim of a light, of an LED. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is let's turn on real tube bias reverb. I'm going to spin around and turn that on. Notice how my amp takes a second to spin up to the right oscillation. It's actually a little bit too much intensity. Let me turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Sounds a little better. So now I'm going to turn that off and we'll turn this one back on. Anyway, I think it's nice and smooth coming out of this, so let's turn that off. Now here's another interesting thing. If we double press this, okay, both lights are flashing. Now we are in reverb edit mode. And so now what we can do is edit our reverb, and nothing's happening because the knobs are all part of this. So this knob right here controls the high cut location, or basically the low pass cutoff frequency of the input and the tank. So if I crank these way up, it'll be a lot more bright in the reverb. let's turn these down. I like them about right there. You can make it pretty dark. Let's try a little bit. Hear that difference? Turn the input down. This is the turn the tank. So you got some configurability there. Let's see. This knob is the pre-delay, so if I turn that all the way off, compared to up a little bit higher, compared to way up high, kind of sounds unnatural. So I like it either off or up just a little bit. When you're in edit mode, this knob is basically dry as 100% always, and you're just changing the wet level of the reverb. So this is the decay. So if I turn this all the way down, you get a feel for how that is. Turn it all the way up is a little weird. We'll turn it back to about right there. And then this is the diffusion of the tank. So if we turn that all the way down, or we turn it all the way up, it sounds a little strange. So I think the sweet spot is somewhere right in there. Okay, let's play around with some of these other things. These are all the tank reverb mod speed, depth, and shape. And I don't really ever notice that much of a difference. I kind of put it at like 0.1, 0.5, and 1 for all of these. Okay, so that is the edit mode, and if I press any of these either of these buttons right here, it will exit edit mode, but it'll also save it. It'll save all these settings as the reverb settings. So if I turn these way up, I'm just doing this as an example, just to show you another feature. So we got plenty of reverb going on, so I'm going to hit exit. And I need to switch this back down to dry mode. So yeah, lots of reverb. So let's turn this back a bit. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is the factory reset. So just kind of listen to this reverb, how it's really pretty long. It's got the long decay and the big diffusion. Right? Oh, before I do that, let's just do a little quick test. I'm going to turn the reverb on the flick off, and I'm going to turn the reverb, the actual spring reverb, on my tube amp on. So that's real spring reverb. Let's turn that off. Turn the flick back on. So definitely a long decay there. And the reverb is based on the Dattorro algorithm. It's a nice plate reverb. Okay, so listen to how that sounds, long decay in that position. So what I'm going to do now is show the factory reset. So I'm going to unplug it. And while I'm plugging it back in, I'm going to hold down foot switch 2, the one on the right. I can't see what I'm doing here. Here we go. Okay, and these are alternating flashes because it's telling me that we're in factory reset mode. Now if I want to cancel factory reset mode, all I need to do is just unplug it and plug it back in, and it's good to go. But here is what we do for factory reset. We're going to spin knob 1 all the way to the top. You saw it flash. Now it's alternating flashing a little bit faster. We're going to go all the way back to the bottom. It flashed again. Now they're flashing even faster. They're flashing again even faster. And it just rebooted, or it just actually started up. So I'm going to put the reverb back to that location. And now listen to the reverb again. Okay, the reverb is still there, but the delay and the decay is not quite as much as what it was when I did all the settings. So that's how you do a factory reset. Otherwise, it's going to remember. I guess I should have showed that. So let's go back in to edit mode really quick. Double tap, we're in edit mode. It's already picking up these long. It's actually right where I had it before, except this was up. Oh, I did hear the mod speed. It's really subtle. But anyhow, we are in edit mode. We just exited and that got saved. So here we are back in normal pedal mode. And I'm going to unplug this. Notice how we've got a nice long decay. So if I unplug this, okay, and we plug it back in, we should have that same long decay. Yep. So it does save all of those settings, and this is like the it's basically a plate reverb. It's got tremolo and a little delay pedal all in one. It's going to fit in a nice spot on my pedal board and allow me to get some of those other pedals on there. So I hope you like it. If you've got the Hothouse and want to try this, just follow the instructions in the GitHub project to install it onto your Hothouse. And if you'd like to help contribute to this, I'd love to have you do that. I think my intention is once I get it to a spot that I'm comfortable with it and I've cleaned up some of the code, I'm going to submit it back into the Hothouse examples GitHub repo. So watch for that, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. Make sure to comment if you want to reach out on GitHub. That'd be great too. If you try this out and you have some problems, make sure to file an issue in the GitHub project. And what am I forgetting? Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this thing, and would you use it? Would you use it in the gig? Thanks for watching.